Okay, I call this meeting to order. This is the Franklin Civic Celebration meeting on Monday, March 17th. Roll call, John Bergner here. Robert Nackert. Angela Christie.
Here.
Joe Mercado.
Here.
Carl Budnick.
Here.
Ann Adamski.
Present.
And Alderman Pecorelli.
Here.
We have a quorum. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll start with citizen comment period. And we have Mr. Jim here from the Franklin Historical Society.
Okay. Well, what I want to talk about is Benjamin Franklin. Okay. We have a beautiful plaque that has been done honoring Franklin as the namesake of Franklin. And that is something that's been researched thoroughly, and there's strong evidence that back in the late 1800s is when the township decided to do that. Franklin was part of the Kinnickinnick Township. And at that time, this area somehow got the name of Franklin, but it wasn't finally formalized when the township board seconded that, and so we could say for certainty that it was Franklin, is how Franklin got its name, okay? And what happened back in, I think it was March of 2024, a fellow by the name of Brian Barrett, who was with the Sons of the American Revolution, approached me with a couple of projects. One, he wanted a liberty tree planted in Lions Legend Park. And we had the perfect place for it because the Christmas tree that we used to have had been gone for a number of years. And the Liberty Tree was something that was in Boston, the pre-Revolutionary War, where the eventual leaders used to meet all the time and rallies were done and that sort of thing. So that's one thing. The second thing he asked, he wanted a high-end bronze plaque for Benjamin Franklin to be put right in front of City Hall in the entrance to City Hall, okay? And I thought that was a terrific idea, and I didn't want the Franklin Historical Society to be entirely in charge of that, so I made it a citywide project. Right, Dennis?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, to that end, there were a number of things to do. We had to raise a lot of funds to do this. We had to find somebody that specialized in this. Brian was an author and a lecturer about the Revolutionary War, and he was kind of my expert, and that started things, but I'm afraid Brian passed on in the middle of the process, but anyway, everything went well. We got with Milwaukee Memorials. They specialize in these sort of things, from gravestones to, what plaques, what you might have. And they actually are the designers of it, and then they subcontract to work to a place in Pennsylvania that has been doing this for 150 years. So that's where we went, and the couple tasks that need to be done was to find some funds. We also had to get the city of Franklin's approval. We're just going to come in one day and plunk the sign down, So and to that end, Mayor Nilsson got me in front of the council, and I promised him a couple things. That this would be absolutely first rate, something that would last for 150, 200 years. I don't know if we'll all be around, but I would make sure of that, and I also assured the council that it would not cost them a penny to do this, okay? The only requirement is for DPW to actually plant it, but it would come with all the poles and hardware and everything else. If Kevin was still here, I was gonna tease him that I wanted him to do it personally, but he left, so. Okay, well, anyway, to get to the point, why I'm here is that the whole thing went very well. I expected it was gonna take all of 24 and a good part of 25 to put this all together, but in fact, the fundraising went extremely well, to the point that I wound up with an extra $1,100. And what I want to do is either this year or next year, which is the actual 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, and that's going to be a big deal. And the question I want to put out there is, this is something, should we be considering doing a dedication this year? I don't know how far along you guys are in their planning to all of a sudden squeeze this in. The extra funds I would have would be there strictly to promote this in some way, giveaways, what have you. That's open. Or would you prefer to wait to 2026? And I'm just open to any ideas, because you guys have been doing this 4th of July thing for a long time, and how this might best fit in.
Well, my first thought is, I do like the idea of celebrating the anniversary, in 2026.
Okay.
And if anything works out that way, that would then be the 4th of July, would be on a Saturday.
Okay.
And then we would have the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, which would be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And, probably not do it on the 4th, either on the 5th or the 3rd.
Okay.
Because the 4th is just so
Right.
busy with stuff,
Mhm.
My thought is 2026.
All right.
I want to see what everyone else. It celebrates that momentous, anniversary.
Okay. It's fine. It's stored right here in City Hall,
Yeah.
so
But-
it's ready to go whenever.
But then we do have Saturday of this year, which Saturday afternoon, we got a lot of openings there, and it would be good to, we could fit it in on Saturday.
Okay. My only thought, John, is I just was thinking that I don't know if we just wanted to sit on this thing for another year, but 26 is absolutely fine with me. I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Because in the schedule I'll be handing out, I'd like to have that on our schedule. If we looked at this year, I mean, we could do it anytime between 3 and 6 p.m. on Saturday,
Okay.
Which next year, Saturday's the 4th of July. So,
I don't think it matters. Do you want it on the 4th, or do you want to do it even with the Christmas celebration?
Okay, never really thought about that.
What's your
That
preferred
could-
date? If
The-
you had to pick a date.
Independence
I'd pick
Okay.
pick the 4th.
Fourth,
Uh,
okay.
I would say that would be it. That's the way. I've already had thoughts. Benjamin Middle School have students involved in this sort of thing, and of course Historical Society, and I'm hoping. All the people that contributed, like the Franklin Lions, would be there, and of course the people from the Brian's organization, the Sons of the American Revolution. You've also got the Lioness. You've got the Evening Lions, and the Islamic Association of Milwaukee. They jumped in big time with money.
When do we start on Saturday? 3
the
o'clock?
4th?
Saturday's
Well, on the-
4th
on
is
the- on the
is
5th?
Friday, yeah.
3 p.m.
Why couldn't we do something before? And you've got all these people coming. That would be perfect, because all they have to do is walk down and then eat and visit the vendors, and the kids could go to the carnival. And, I mean, to bring the people in while we're going.
Open
I
at
mean,
2 p.m.
yeah.
on Saturday instead?
Open at
Or
what?
have it
2
at
p.m.
2.
on
You
Saturday,
could have
yeah,
it. You could have the ceremony at 2, and then 3 everything opens.
Yeah, we could have and the pickleball tournament will be going on from 8 o'clock in the morning, so there will be stuff going on. And the carnival rides will be doing their wristband day from noon to 4, so there will be stuff going on that Saturday.
I just hate to see it sit for another year.
Yeah.
Because things like that can get forgotten easily. So you hate to see it sit for a year.
And you're drawing a crowd in. That would be the perfect time while something's going on here.
No, I would like it to be this year too. The original planning, I didn't think I could possibly get that done in the time. It's one of these
Yeah.
weird projects that actually everything worked out, and so.
The only bad thing about having it actually on the 4th is there's so much congestion.
Right.
By the
right.
time you got the parade done, you got people coming from that end with the parade, all the older people coming to hand out ice cream, you got kids everywhere, you got the Badger Band's going to be running around. I feel like it's going to lose something at that point because it's so busy.
Okay. Well, like it just was preferred, but you make perfect sense. It just easier to organize
Yeah.
it because I want to focus on this too, and it could get buried. I'm afraid of it.
And the parking, people aren't going to be able to come and park because you're going to have so much congestion with the parade going on.
Yeah.
There are people who really want to come who aren't interested in that portion. They're just interested in the ceremony itself. You would be better off on Saturday because you would have prime parking because nobody'd be here yet. People would just start coming. You've got wide open, and then people can go and walk around or eat or do whatever they want to do.
No, I'm liking it. That's just why I came here.
Yeah. I think your timing's just right because
Okay.
we want to put in the next newsletter in the schedule and put that out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now is the best time because that newsletter deadline's next
April?
month. And
Yeah, I just got Lisa sends me those, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to be here today because I was thinking about that.
I think we're pretty well in agreement that do it this year on the 5th.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
then it gives you time to get things out and tell people and invitations and whatnot. And
Okay. No, I'd like to start thinking how we could utilize this $1,000 or so too about promotion. I just whatever that's just out there. I actually need to spend that.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well, even signage too, putting signage around so people know.
Okay. All right. That's part of it. Yeah. Okay.
That would be nice. And then
Okay.
flyers to everybody else. And I mean, the kids, I think, in Ben Franklin would love that.
All right.
Invite the school.
All right. Okay.
So I'll send you a PDF of the schedule and then just you come up with an idea what time frame would be best for your group
Mhm.
and what you think.
Okay.
And we can do it whenever you want to do it.
All right. Okay. No, it's good because on the fort itself, we've got our own program, historical society too.
Right.
Which is
We
a big deal. We have more people tour. I mean, we're right across the street from the music tent. So
Yeah.
I mean, we just I go in there and drag people in.
Well, then you're going to have then double because you'll have it not only on the 4th, but then on the 5th too.
Yeah.
People can go down and invite them down to the houses too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you
That's-
listed on the 4th after the parade, historic area buildings open.
Right. Yeah.
So that will be in the schedule.
Good.
So then on the 5th, I would say what time works best for you, but I think 2 to 3 because Pat McCurdy is playing at 3 and our festival and everything opens at 3 so they could come at 2 and then hang around and be
They
there
can
for
tour
the
the
festival.
house. Yeah,
and it
they
wouldn't
can
be-
tour the houses and then go back and eat and do whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
I think 2 to 3,
Yeah.
so
Put it in. Okay.
book it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, great what you do, all your volunteer and all your service. Much appreciated.
Okay. All right, and I'll go home and eat some corned beef. So.
Oh, St. Patty's Day.
Thank you, everybody.
That explains
Thanks, Jim.
Mulligan's and all that traffic. All right.
Oh, yeah, you know, the drunks on the road that are pulled over, yeah.
My father was Spanish, so we didn't celebrate that. Here, I have severe asthma, and this is a death trap for me down here. Yeah. Do you need me for a quorum or no? Because I'll be coughing all over everybody in about 5 minutes. So,
We got a quorum still. Still got a quorum here.
all right,
And we got the decibels. So
all right.
the next thing would be maybe if we can meet in 2 weeks and do
I
the.
can do that.
Okay.
But if you're down
But we're
here,
gonna
it's
meet
gonna be tough for me.
upstairs, yeah. Upstairs is all dismantled.
And I'm sorry, I'm not.
Because it's all set up for voting.
Really not,
We
but
couldn't get it because it's all set up for voting.
Okay.
And that starts.
If you
Hopefully I'll
need
get
me,
that.
do you have my cell number? I've got yours. I'll send you.
Yeah.
Okay, just call me. I'm sorry.
Let me just write it down again, just again. Okay,
414
yep,
333
333,
333 3712.
3712.
This whole building's
Okay,
actually bulldozed. This is really bad for me. I'm sorry. It really is.
no, I'm sorry,
No, it's not your fault. It's, when we were down here, I knew it was going to be a problem. Any type of basement atmosphere. So I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let me pass this out because the first topic on there is entertainment. So, take one, this is our schedule. Like I said, it needs to be set so that we can put it in the next newsletter.
I'll look over his shoulder.
Oh, no, there's more. Right here.
I didn't hide them, I promise you.
Yeah, we didn't take two.
Okay. The first night is Thursday, July 3rd. We will have set up starting at 5 p.m. From 5 to 6 p.m., we'll have the Academy of Performing Arts singers, kids come and sing in the main tent. And then from 6 to 7, we got Best of the Franklin Idol singers singing in the main tent. And then from 7 to 11, we got Kings of Radio Band in the main tent. And you also see where we got set up for from 6 to 9 p.m. will be the mobile golf simulator from 6 to 9 for 3 hours. On Friday, July 4th, we'll have the kids gather for the children's parade and the kids show from 9:45 to 10:30. And then at 10:30 a.m., the children's parade will start. And then at 11 a.m., the Independence Parade starts. After the parade, we'll have free ice cream. And also, we'll have the touring of the historic area buildings. The carnival will be running from noon to 11. And then in the main tent after the parade, Next Step Dance Studio will be there from noon to 1. And there will also be on the grounds, there'll be free face painting for the kids. And the kids show, Kids Are People Too, that'll be from 12:30 to 2:30. And you'll see the mobile golf simulator will be set up from noon to 7. So we'll have them there for 7 hours. Then at 2 o'clock in the main tent from 2 to 6 will be the 5-card studs band. And then from 7 to 11 will be Smart Mouth. And then our fireworks will be at 9:30. On Saturday, July 5th, we're making the plans to have a pickleball tournament, the first annual one in Franklin, from 8 a.m.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Sure.
Who's the trampoline show from 1 to 1:20?
That should have been deleted.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that's
good
out.
question, yes.
Phew.
I use the same format for the,
Oh,
every
from
year for
last
the
year.
schedule.
Oh, okay.
So good point.
In 3 to 6, are you looking for somebody to play, or is that who's
Oh,
playing?
3 to 6 p.m. is Pat McCurdy
Oh,
Where is he though?
on the band show.
Okay.
oh.
Oh, boy.
And I do have an invite also again with Payne and Dolan, if they want to do a quarry tour again. I have not heard back from them. You know, that's that Saturday afternoon like they did last year,
Oh, okay.
but that's not official, but they do have the invite.
You're gonna have to add in here because the 4th we're having camel rides.
Yeah, you gotta add the camel rides. All right.
And then the 5th,
Okay.
we're gonna have the exotic zoo people are coming from 5 to 8. And she wanted to do camel rides that day too. I don't know if you wanted both.
Okay.
What do
From
we got?
5 to 8.
Camels.
Where?
Wherever they wanna go, because I'm not gonna tell them where to
What
go.
day on here? What day and
Oh,
time?
on the 4th. They're gonna be in the parade and they're gonna come, they're gonna walk down and they're gonna mingle amongst the people.
The camels will.
Yeah, and then people can ride them. They're gonna have rides available to walk through.
She still
Somebody
wanted to do
actually,
the 5 to 8 on the Saturday because
yeah,
there aren't going to be any kids there.
you don't think so?
No.
Get a few people with a few beers in them, they might.
We'll talk about that because it's just, we won't have anything where the kids will be
You,
available.
you have
Because
Pat
Pat
McCurdy
McCurdy in
is
the band
here
shell
on Saturday.
from
So
3 to
he's
6.
he's
yeah.
there on Friday and Saturday?
No, did I have him for Friday?
You have him on Saturday,
Yeah, he's there Saturday.
but he's not Friday. But Friday 3 to 6 is open. The 4th.
No, actually, that's where 5 card studs is. So that's
Oh, so it shouldn't be 2 to 6. It
Yeah.
should. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
to 5. 3 to 6 should be out.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you got two
It's a
bands.
rough draft for you to go
Two
through.
bands technically going at the same time for the most part, right?
2 bands?
Yeah.
No,
But McCurdy and 5 card stud.
no.
It's a
5 card is on.
Yeah, no, he got it mixed up. I thought it
Yeah.
was. I'm talking about the 4th. He was talking about the 5th.
yeah.
Okay.
Pat McCurdy's on the 5th.
Oh, really?
And let's just go through the rest of the schedule then. Pickleball tournament from 8 to 6. Carnival will be running from noon to 4 with the wristbands. And then, yeah, we got 3 to 11. The bar's open, but we'll have Pat McCurdy over at the band shell. And then that's when Payne and Dolan has been invited, you know, to do their tour. And then Pat McCurdy will be from 3 to 5:45. And then the carnival will have the regular rides from 4 to 11 o'clock. And the golf simulator will be from 5 to 9. And then Brew City Wrestling from 7 to 8:30. But they
Oh.
are still pending because they have not furnished a certificate of insurance after numerous requests. But they have to furnish that in order to be able to perform. And then Bella Cane from 7:30 to 11 on Saturday night. And then Sunday will be the Carnival Wristband Day from noon to 4. Questions now?
Yes, Saturday, pickleball starts at 8 a.m.
So far, yes.
What if people want water?
What if they're what?
What if the players want water or something to eat?
We should have some kind of stand set up.
Vendors open, not open?
They're told that at their choice, if they want to come early and try to sell, but
So I can sell beer at 8 o'clock?
Some might.
Yes.
water, well,
Water, soda, whatever.
water
we
and
might
soda,
have.
but you have if someone wants to buy a beer, they can. You know,
So which means we'd have to have a bartender too.
Yes.
someone there,
From
yes,
8
starting at
until-
8 o'clock, yep.
So do I have to find a volunteer?
I think we only need one. As of right now, if any of us can do it, you know, fill it in and do it, I think we could do that. Have one or two of us there, and Brian will be available, and, you know, I'll probably be involved with the tournament, you know, so, but if we can't get us, then we could probably get a volunteer have to get a volunteer.
I would get a volunteer just in case, because
If
Brian.
someone
I don't
wants
think
to.
Brian's going to be sitting there from 8 o'clock either. He's here till midnight.
And I'm
That's a
assuming this is
long
going to
day.
be cash only.
It would have to be. Then we have to get a ticket booth person at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, no ticket booth, no. But you could have a ticket, thing in the bar too area that you can sell from. The bartender, right?
Do cash only.
Back and
Cash.
forth, cash
Yeah,
only.
do cash only.
for them.
Yeah, that's too much. Then you're asking somebody to do, then you need somebody for a ticket, to sell the tickets, and you need somebody to do the bartender. Then you need 2 to 3 people in at 8 in the morning.
And the pickleball tournament will be over by, the pickleball course, so we're gonna have to have a portable
A cart of some
cart
sort.
for Pat McCurdy, so we'll have, could maybe just have the portable cart for them with water, soda, because they're not gonna be drinking beer. The pickleball
And I would think
people.
they're gonna bring their own water in the morning.
They'll bring their own coolers, but when you're in a tournament, you do not drink.
I
till
would
after.
think I would think if you're gonna have a bar, I would open it at noon.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna come thinking they're gonna buy something at that time. At 8 in the morning. I see the ones that go into Pleasant View, and literally they have coolers and trailers they drive in with all their stuff
Just be prepared for it, because you never know.
in case. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see selling water and soda, so, in that port, because we're gonna have to do it for Pat McCurdy also. And so the pickleball people will be doing organizing everything, because, they've done it
Two.
before.
Sorry.
So, you got a question?
I would think you need 2. I would do 2 people. Don't let one person alone.
Yeah.
Not saying, not
That's
saying
better.
it's anything,
That's
but
better.
you
Pat
always
McCurdy
have
would
to have
need at
2.
least
Always have
yes.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be-
so if you're gonna have somebody separate, you're gonna have to need 2 more bartenders, or 2 more,
So
yeah,
2
2
in
more.
the main and 2 on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What did I give you for that, for the
You said
fourth?
2 to, this is on the 5th, right?
On the
The
yeah,
5th, yeah.
Yep.
5th,
Yeah,
you had 2:30 to 5, 2 people.
okay, let's go 2 there for the main tent, and 2 for the, portable. But if it's portable and we're doing it on the cart and stuff, it should be us.
I still have 2 people, though.
Mhm. There isn't that many of us, first of all. She's cutting in volunteers. You and I are running back and forth. He's doing food. I got stuff for you, so don't. You're going to be busy. we're putting you to good use. More to come on that. Yeah. Well, we got Bobby.
Hey, you're gonna be fooling around.
You could put Bobby over there. You're a one-man show, so you're okay.
All right, any other questions on the entertainment? So, yeah, if this pickleball tournament works out, we'll have up to 40 teams, and they're going to make a donation toward our festival of $500. So it's helping us out too. And they do all the organizing and the money collection. So we'll see how popular it is.
Okay.
All right.
Does it really go from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.?
Yeah. 'Cause
They really play
there's
that
like
whole
5.
time?
There's like not the same ones. Don't play that. No.
Okay.
There's 5
What
different
is
levels. There's 5 different
Okay.
levels. So there'll be what their ratings are. There'll be a seniors level we'll have for fun.
Oh, wow.
But he's going to come up with the plan.
Schedule, okay,
But there's
all right.
ratings of 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and the ones that are really good are 5.0s. So you don't want to have a tournament where you mix a 2.5 with a 5. So the 2.5s will all be in a certain bracket, like 10 teams will be in that one. The 3.0s will be 10 teams. The seniors will have 10 teams. So it'll last maybe 2 hours to 3 hours to get your group finalized. So they'll probably start with the seniors first or whatever, and have 2 running at the start. Then they'll go home, the next 2, and then maybe the final one, all over that time period.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Gonna have all the winners on stage and give them a trophy?
We're working on that.
So you
what to
can
do
get
with
up
that.
there and John Bergner.
No, we'll
And
work on
all
that.
the
I'll be with
awards.
the seniors. But hopefully, they can do it for us, and I think it'd be a great event for Franklin. There's a lot of we're getting known for our pickleball, and the 10 brand new courts will be put to use. Okay? And then Bruce City Wrestling, got to hear back from them on a certificate of insurance.
They can't get that too early, can they? I thought they have to do it like June 1st or something, they would do their.
All of them have a different time a year, one from June 1st to June 1st, June 1st to May 31st of the following year. They got it for a year, and some don't have it yet. You know, they get it like, they'll be expired on June 1st, so we have to wait till they get it,
Right, they get the new one.
get the new one.
Right.
But he could just come back and tell me,
Yeah.
my certificate of insurance is from this date to this date. That's all I need to know.
Okay. I know the
Oh,
food-
yeah, you
the
can
food
put that in
vendors all
there.
start on like June 1st, their certificates for some reason.
No, not a set date. No, everyone has different ones.
I think ours is per event, so we can't get ours till a month before the event.
Your certificate of insurance,
Yep.
every time you gotta get it right.
And we only do 2 events, so. They
Yeah.
don't insure us for a whole year.
Yeah, but all the certificates I see, they're for a year. They're certified for a year from when they get it. You know, when we sign up for our auto insurance, we sign up for a year, you know. Same thing. You don't have to get it specially just for that event. You should have it. But have to pay.
Yeah, ours is per event.
Might be cheaper. Yeah, and that might be cheaper that way too, if you're doing it per event, you know.
Especially when alcohol's involved.
Right. Okay. All right, we just had the request to DPW for added electrical boxes, which I was informed the boxes are up, and I thought everything was ready to go. Not yet.
Were they tested yet?
No power to them yet, is there?
No power to them yet.
Oh, man.
We Energies has to do the main line power to everything, to the boxes that are set up. He says they're backlogged, and he says it might be 2 months, so I've let the food vendors know that, you know, that we got the electrical outlets. I let Payne and Dolan know that we don't need a generator.
Hopefully.
You may
So
want to just put them on standby just in case.
now I gotta put them on standby. Yep.
So DPW said 2
No,
months.
that's scaring
I
me
think
when
2
it
months.
does that.
DPW's waiting, and
It's
they
like a
got,
sign.
everything's been done by the contractor.
Yeah,
Just, We Energies has got to hook up the main
yeah.
power line, and it's gotta go under the road, he said, from,
Yeah, from one side to the other.
From one
they have
side
to
to the
hook,
other.
And then back again.
And then does anybody have any work after that has to be done? Or is that the
They, yeah,
last
they
step?
have to go in then and clean everything up and re-landscape and do
Once they
whatever.
hook it up to the
Yeah.
panels, are done.
Then the panels are live, but then we have to do the restoration. Okay,
yeah.
all right.
And then I did ask them if they could level the grounds out in our meeting, if they could do that to make it more level. He'll address it, but we'll see. All right, newsletter. We have one more newsletter coming out, and that's the one that comes out early June. So that, we gotta have the schedule, we'll have the schedule, gotta have it all set, so that we can put it in that newsletter. All right, any questions? All right, food vendors and non-food vendors. First with food vendors, we're set with 10 food vendors. We got our 8 food vendors from last year, and the only ones we don't have are Cream City and the kettle corn guy. As replacements, we have a Mexican food truck, and we have an ice cream truck.
What about Dippin' Dots? Aren't they gonna have a fit?
Dippin' Dots will still be, Bruce will still have Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
Yep,
But you'll have 2 ice creams then?
yep, just not, all we had was Dippin' Dots. And Bruce cannot sell, with his agreement with Dippin' Dots, any other ice cream. Because I did offer it to him,
Oh, okay.
but he can't do it, you know, if it was my choice, I'd take ice cream over Dippin' Dots. I'm not a Dippin' Dot.
I agree.
Kids might disagree. But
Yeah.
Kids might disagree, but they'll have ice cream sandwiches.
they'll do
have-
both.
They'll have all kinds of different ice cream, varieties.
Really good.
They still have to be accepted. They're going through background checks. We still have to have those 2 new ones accepted.
What ice cream place is it? Who's doing the ice cream shop? What the place?
They're called Cream City Ice Cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cream City Ice Cream.
You're not trying to get any more food vendors, are you?
We don't have,
I guess it's gonna get complicated with those, electrical boxes they put in, how we get all those trailers in there.
yeah.
'Cause they can, we do them in as easy now, so.
So we lost,
Could be
what, 2
interesting.
restaurants?
Was it?
So we lost 2 food
2.
people?
Yeah, we lost Kettle Corn.
Oh,
and then
that was some food, but
and then
okay. And
that
then
Cream
the Cream
City.
City, okay.
With the big food, with the
Yeah.
truck.
Okay.
They needed to do more product. They wanted to do cheese curds. They wanted to do hamburgers, and that's already a specialty item for, the others. But they wanted to come back, but they wanted more food to sell. Couldn't do it. How about non-food vendors? Any more?
I've got 3. Same that were there last year, so,
And the same ones from last year.
yeah. They don't call until like 2 weeks before, and then it's ridiculous.
Yep. Okay, any questions? All right, fireworks,
All set.
all set?
I'm waiting for the permits and the insurance. He's gonna send that to me.
Yep,
Now, did you want any changes from last year?
same amount spent,
30,000.
same show, not same show, but same
Yeah.
displays, amount of displays. We didn't increase it and we didn't lower it, so should be just like last year.
Okay.
All right, then we had a talk about the parade.
Yeah, everything's all set.
Badger Band,
I don't know until 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
I never know if they're going to or what they're doing. They make their schedule and then they tell whoever's got them, you got them.
Yeah, and then I can't put them on the schedule, to perform.
No,
'Cause what if
they've
they
been
don't-
asked, yeah, I know.
What if they don't show?
Yeah. So nothing we can really
Okay.
do. We can advertise it, but since we're on parade right now, can I make a motion to add to our committee one person who knows everything we do? She's always got her boots on the ground and she's always helping out with anything we need. And I think that's what we need. We need somebody who's going to be there that's going to, if you need help, and it's not because you're inept or you're stupid or you can't handle things, but just to be blunt, shit happens. Things happen. And you rely on one person, and then that person either had too much to drink the night before or something happened and they can't get up or can't do anything. So I think we need to add to our group. So I want to make the motion to add Lisa to our group
We gotta get
as a committee member. And I
Yeah.
spoke with Mayor Nelson and he's okay with it. He says, just let me know when and we'll swear her in.
If he can do it, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Then I just need to know what size shirt you want. You want a blue and a yellow or green, whatever that color is.
Highlighter. I know.
Shirt
I was
wise.
like, I have to wear a shirt now.
Yep.
Oh, with my outfit. I don't know anything close. It's all right.
I
It's
look
like
funny in any highlighted color.
Me too.
Oh.
But you're noticeable then.
Yeah.
You'll stick
Either
out.
you can go with blue. I
Yeah?
think blue.
Okay.
And
We
as
need
far
her to
as
be
size,
easy
like
to
what's that
spot
size do you
beyond.
wear? Someone's bigger than
They're
someone's
polo
like
shirts, yeah.
mediums.
They're pretty generous.
Are they? They're very short.
The blue ones, are they? We can go for tall. Is it too short for you?
It's fine, but it's
Oh.
just short. I
Oh,
mean, I wouldn't be able to tuck anything in.
you could do X for tall. You want a tall?
I don't know. probably be safe with extra large then, 'cause I can always shrink it if it's too big, you think?
They
run
don't
big,
shrink.
though?
No, yeah, they run big.
Then a large. If she's
Oh,
a medium,
okay.
then I'm definitely
Yeah,
slightly
yeah,
large.
okay. Then I'm gonna get you two blue, because you'll need two, because if it's gonna be, if we have 3 or 4 days, you don't want that same shirt for 4 days. Okay. Large polo. Do we have to do a all in favor, aye, or all opposed?
No, that's the mayor's,
Oh, okay.
responsibility,
Okay.
not ours. That's
Oh,
what we wanted
okay.
Lisa, before, but the mayor, he did the appointment.
Oh, and I
No.
said, we just need to create another spot. I mean, she knows everything. She's here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Good. Okay, I'm done.
So the parade is on Loomis?
Parade is on Loomis as normal. It's gonna be, we're gonna start lining up much earlier, so that with the construction, it's gonna be a work in progress. We're gonna just check back with each other every month. We're gonna hopefully meet and see what happens. They're having construction starting on St. Martin's Road on Highway 100, all the way around to Ryan.
Okay.
So the thought was the detour is not gonna be Highway 100 now, the detour is gonna be 76
Okay.
to Rawson and Rawson down and around. Well, they wanted everybody to come in through 76. And that's gonna be just a cluster with all these people coming through. So, we have to line up now, instead of lining up at 10:30, we're gonna have to start lining up at 9:30. So,
Man, can't just catch a break.
no.
Maybe next year. Maybe all the roads.
And maybe we could we consider putting a porta potty on the corner by the police station? Chief was okay with it. I asked if he was all right with it, and he said that was fine. Because you're gonna have older people now waiting for 2-3 hours. And I guess I shouldn't even say older people, because it doesn't matter what age you are. You have too much coffee or too much to drink in the morning, you gotta go.
Is one enough?
Well, we got, the
Enough.
police station is open too.
Oh,
People
okay.
can go in there, but I mean, if
Hopefully they know.
somebody that's in a hurry, oh yeah, they usually let people know.
So you want it at the police station?
Yeah, on the corner, yeah, on that corner of Forest
Up
Hill
by the-
and
Up by the
Loomis.
road,
By the road?
Yeah,
so they don't have to walk.
because I
so
don't
far.
think they would like it on Brentwood side. And hopefully nobody
So
does
kind of
any
over
funny
by
business.
where the pathway is? Is that kind of like off the pathway then? Or on, are you talking on the road?
I guess, no, I would want it on at least the sidewalk, or on the corner there, somewhere where
In the
it's
grass?
not in the way, but,
Okay.
We'll have to let the driver,
Look.
whoever is there to unload the porta potties,
they can
you
throw
know,
one up there.
let them know to put one over there instead of,
Okay,
it's the only way to do it.
yeah.
Or you could put them in the parking lot in the one corner. They're a little further away, but not much.
Oh,
You could-
yeah.
You could do that, because that might be easier to get that thing.
That would
In
be
the corner of
better.
the police lot?
Yeah,
in the
right
corner
in
of
that
the
corner.
parking lot,
That's
yeah.
the farthest corner over there. That might work too.
That would work, yeah, instead of the grass,
Have them sitting
yeah.
them in one of those, one of the
Yeah,
parking spots.
okay.
Which means when he comes, we're gonna have to tell him where to go.
I'll put something up over there to a code or something, so he knows. Okay.
How many do we have on order, by the way?
I'd have to look that up.
Did you go more or less than last year?
We're doing just as much as
More.
last year.
Just-
But we're moving from that one main stretch over by, along
The
Schluter
library
Drive.
road.
We're putting more over by the food vendors. There weren't enough there, and people destroyed the bathroom. DPW was constantly having someone going in and cleaning it up. We want more porta potties down by the food vendors. You know, because we had a whole string. But I'll see if I can find that, how many we had, but had a good quantity of over 30 of them.
I'd say there's a lot of them.
Yeah, okay, I'll look that up.
Even just readjust for when the ones that park by the motorcycle parking, just put 4 or 5 less and put them on that side.
Right. And then
I don't think we
less
have
over
to
there,
order
'cause they're-
more. I think just reposition
Well, the
them.
less you have, the more you have usage of running out of toilet paper and stuff.
Yeah.
Last year, we did not have a problem with that, but the problem we had was there weren't any down there by the food vendors on that side. So we'll put
Just
more
add
down
some
there,
more.
you know, and we'll just take 2 away from the motorcycle parking area and put it up there by the police station.
Okay.
When you do talk to the porta potty guy, is there any way that we can refill the water in the sink, or do they have to do that?
Usually they do that, we pay for that.
But it doesn't last all day.
Yeah.
It only
That's the
lasts 2 or
problem.
3 hours, yeah.
Huh?
They're talking about when it runs
When it
out.
runs
Yes,
out,
yeah.
Yeah,
That
we
has
can
happened.
do it, but do we know how to do it?
Well,
And he'd have to teach us or
would
teach
they
somebody
even
how
allow
to do
it?
it.
That's another question.
Or would they even allow it, yeah?
Or do we need another hand washing station?
Yeah.
Can you put those other things out, those, like when you go in the hospitals, you put your hand under
Yes,
there and
right,
it's,
right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
and it squirts the portable, they have any kind on a stand or something? You could
The
use
year
those
after COVID, we
instead?
did have that. We did have that.
Maybe those would work instead, or, you know,
should
I mean,
still-
in addition to the water.
Well, somebody still needs to maybe refill them. I don't know.
Well, and those are simple, you pop it up, it's a bag, stick the bag in, close it up, and you're ready to go. The water thing is, I don't know how to do them. And you hate to put a hose or something, that's kinda,
Yeah, we'll look into
Barbaric.
that
Do they
then.
have a water spigot out there somewhere that we can get water from or with a hose or?
Does it have to
The only
be
one we got is the
portable?
one we use for the food vendors.
Well, you got that water spigot in the garage.
Okay.
Can haul water out of there.
Get the fire department to refill.
That's a long run.
It
They got a
is.
tanker truck.
It is. It is.
Well, how many carts do you want? 2 or 3?
We got 2 coming from the rental ones
I'll
from
get
Power.
2. I'll get
So we got the
this
one with the utility, and we got a regular one coming, so 2 at the most. Then that give us 4.
Tony, where do you get them from?
Tuck away.
Do they have a bigger one, or do we just get 2 golf carts?
I think so.
Okay, that's okay.
he gets the 2 that we rent, the electrical and the other one.
Yeah.
Because you'll need that electrical one then for the extra bar up at the
Up at the
band shell,
shell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or will you need 2 of them if
I
you
wish
want
we
one
could
at the
put
band
in
shell
our budget
and.
sometime to buy one, because we pay a good price for those rental carts, but like $1,200 every time we rent them.
I see them on the side of the road all the time.
Yeah.
Saw 2 of them. You saw one in Minnesota, you should have bought it.
Yeah.
Pulled it back.
Missouri.
Or Missouri.
But they gotta have, we need the utility one is, I know they have over at, remember when we did the Vietnam Wall,
Mhm.
they have a gator, they have.
Oh,
a-
the school, yeah.
The school has one.
Ah,
They have a big gator, yeah.
Could ask them if we
how
could
big
rent
is
it.
that? They wouldn't volunteer that to us, would they?
I wonder if we, as a
Could
point
ask
Ann
them.
made, if we could
Yeah.
even rent
The
it.
DPW has a cart too,
I've never, s-
with a box on it. It's a John Deere.
maybe approach Kevin first, but already have the contract set with this year.
Well, we can use in addition to, that's what I mean,
Yeah,
we could use an
find out how
extra.
that works. And then we might not even need tuck away. And maybe I could cancel the one separate one and get the utility one, just to make sure, because that thing works for us. Okay, good points.
But you won't be hauling electrical either this time, knock on
We
wood.
don't know
All the
that yet.
cables, yeah.
Oh, you
don't
still
know
have to
that
have the
yet.
cables? Oh,
To each food
okay.
vendor, yeah.
Never mind.
We don't know it yet.
And we don't know about that yet either, but they still need the cable lines, yeah. All right.
It's a shot.
Volunteers. Lisa,
No.
I got some here too.
What do you got?
That's
Oh,
Bella Kane, that's
new one.
Maggie, and a couple they know, so that gives us 4.
Oh, okay, I've got 8 then for that one.
4 good volunteers there.
Oh, yeah, I know, they're already on my list.
She did have it
She didn't send it to me, but they're on my list from last year.
from last year, okay?
What else do you got?
3 more.
Okay, perfect.
Wow.
Oh, I already have that one marked out. This one's a new one. And this one is they came last year. Okay, perfect.
How are we looking right now? What you got?
I have 19 total spots filled, but that includes me.
Cashier, I hope.
Yes, in the ticket booth, me and Bailey.
Is that only one spot though? You didn't fill your name in like multiple times, so just.
No, I just did one time for a ticket booth spot, and then of course setup and takedown, which I also have 4 people for setup, and then for the third, Bailey and I are doing the 5 to 8 shift in the ticket booth, so I still need somebody for the 8 to 10:30, and then for the beer tent, I just had 3 people volunteer, but there's 8 people that are needed. 4th of July is a hard one. I've got 1 volunteer for the whole day.
So far for the 4th?
So far, yeah, 1 person in the beer tent. That's a hard one because people want to enjoy the festival that day. And then on the 5th, I've got 1, 2, 3. Well, with your 2 extra, 4, 5, 11, and then 13 people needed still. But I have some in here, so we're on our way. But I
And it's
have a
only
lot
March,
of people
yeah.
who have already reached out. Like since January, I've had those people. Some people say, "Put me down. I want my shift." And then I have not sent an email out to any of the people who volunteered last year. So that usually gets me quite a few. And I think what I'll do now with Lisa Marie here, she's gonna take the volunteers for the beer tent, and I'm gonna work on the people for the ticket booth, and we'll just work off the same spreadsheet so that she can work.
Has any company around here expressed any interest in having their staff do this at any point?
Oh, well, we had that Saputo cheese
Saputo?
a couple of years ago, 2
Yeah.
years ago, and then I emailed her last year, and not everybody, it wasn't a
Okay.
big hit again, so I think it was just the first year, and then that was it. But no, I have had it in the past, but not yet this year.
Okay.
It's easier to get for 3 days worth than 4 days worth, so this will come together.
John, when's the
It's
newsletter
early
out?
yet, yeah.
When is the newsletter out?
Comes out early June.
So we usually put in there about volunteers if they're needed at that point?
Yeah, we
We
still
had
put
it
it,
in
yeah.
the last newsletter
Okay.
too.
Still
Yeah,
do it, yeah.
that's where this came from.
So are we gonna do it the way you guys have been typically doing it, or are we gonna do that sign up genius thing to make things, a little bit, I think, how, is that, we're just gonna do that next time, or?
We could do that. It's a lot of setup, but easier with the confirmation
For
and the emails.
people
Yeah.
being able to, I've never set one up, so I don't know, but it'd be easier, cause a lot of times, even when I'm like posting online, people, I'll take this, and then you find out when I get back that, oh wait, that's already filled, she can't do, and then it causes a lot of confusion, and I've noticed a lot of other communities, like Springdale, do the sign ups, and you can see right away, we're short 3 spots here, or we need 2 spots. So people, when they sign up, then they can visually see what actually is open, and there's not any getting lost in
Good
between,
idea.
you know, so when they, I just think that way people can actually look at it.
Mhm. But then the only thing with that would be a deterrent is the, you don't know who they are they in Franklin? If they don't show up, how do you get a hold of them kind of thing? So that is just something I would.
Don't you usually put like an email or phone number when you sign up for stuff like that?
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, because I just did it for the bike rodeo. Yeah, you
I only
put
do
name,
it for
phone
the,
number, address. We had to put everything. Email
Oh, you do?
address.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can work on that. Yeah, that would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Even if you set it up and then just you can manually fill those people in because you have the information.
Mhm.
Just fill them in, and then whoever can take it from there. They want to You know what I mean? If they're gonna
Yeah.
go in and look.
Yeah, that's exactly how it has to work. You have to
Mhm.
create an account and then put your name in, and
Okay.
if you're the recipient, if you're volunteering, you have to do that as well. So
Yeah.
there's a lot.
But I mean, you could then just fill those in ahead of time
Mhm.
and then release it to people to
Right.
go and
Right.
sign up.
Okay. We can do that. But then is that the only way that they can do it? Or can they still call? I've got still people who call on the telephone.
Sure, there's people, I mean, if they're still calling, we can just fill them in, then I think
probably a lot of younger people are more into the sign up compared
Right.
to, actually filling out a form. You can just add them in. I mean, especially as far as bartenders, we can always kind of go one over just in case somebody doesn't show up or doesn't cancel, so we're not
Yeah.
shorthanded. Better to have one extra than
Right.
to
Yeah.
have, be
Okay.
short and then staff scrambling. That's also then, like you sell less, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always think that when it comes to the bar, you're better to have more people, because the faster people get served, the more people
Yep.
you're gonna, that's how you're selling, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you're only waiting on 8 people and it's really big, if you can put 10 and have everyone busting out drink, that's gonna make money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's big enough
Okay.
back there, I think, where they won't fall over each other.
No, and it's easier a lot of times too, especially, combination of like the whole uneven surface and if you can just take a chunk, this is your chunk, this is
Yeah.
your chunk, it saves a lot of running into everybody and all over the place, and then people are
Absolutely.
not skipping people, you can focus on
Yeah.
one corner, and then it just helps a lot of people,
Yeah.
and not the constant running around also helps everyone's
Yeah.
knees and ankles.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder.
Let's see.
I'll call you.
I think, right?
And we'll need a volunteer for the
Pickleball.
volunteer desk for when the volunteers check in and stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's
need
for
a-
committee members and family, right? Or are you having,
The one, no, when the volunteers come and check in. so
Right.
that,
But who's
you know,
behind the table?
Yeah.
Is it okay to have outside people, or do you want only committee?
No, we don't need volunteers for that. No, we just need a spreadsheet, when they check in that we work off of. That says
Yep.
who's on what shift.
right? I've not set that up before, so is there a certain amount of people, what times they're supposed to be there?
It depends on all the ones you got signed, when you get them signed up for their slot. We had a
He wants a spreadsheet, in other words, of saying, okay, Monday or Friday, 5 to 9 is this, and this. And then
Yeah.
when they come in to check it, all they have to
Then
do
you
is
check
check it
them
out.
off.
Next
Yeah.
day, so each day, yeah.
Give her a
Same thing
shirt,
we're
give her
doing.
a ticket.
Yeah.
Last year, just something simple, just to have names
Yeah,
down.
something
and
simple, have the
just to
names
show
down in
that
their
you're
shift.
We're talking about a volunteer for the volunteer check-in
That's where it started, yeah.
We've never, yeah.
Who's been doing that? Sherry and
We have,
Pete?
Well,
We
I
have.
think it started out with just a piece of paper that got put around the table, and
Yeah.
then it's not always full.
Tony's been a big help there.
Yeah.
We've had that's important. You gotta have somebody at that
Yeah.
sign-up desk.
Well, the sign up, the lost and found, the medic,
Yeah,
I-
lost and
whatever
found,
you call
medical.
it, yeah.
I'm usually there the first one and the fourth.
Well,
And then sure.
There
I'll
is
create
a sign-up
sheet.
sheet. I
I'll
did.
get a
Well,
sign-up sheet for
That,
it.
if you
Yeah.
do the.
I had a
that
sign-up sheet, I
sign-up
do, so.
Genius?
or
Mhm.
it might actually have that in it, because that would be
Oh.
a common thing that you would want. Because you're gonna sign up, you're gonna have all your time slots and
Yeah.
everything, it's gotta have a way to give you what that is, right? So
Oh, yeah, the
check-in,
printout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
easy enough, yeah. I always have one in the binder.
But it shouldn't be volunteers behind inside. We should have it from our group.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We should be able to man that.
Right.
Okay. And we talked about donations and sponsors. We'll cover that at this next meeting we'll set up. And then last one is tickets and ATM. Tickets, they're set to the print. Tickets are gonna be $2 instead of $1. and beer is gonna be $6 instead of $5.
And then soda, water too.
And water was $1, it's gonna have to be $2.
That's fair. $2
Yeah.
is still fair.
2 for soda, 2 for water, 6 for beer, 6 for wine.
Speaking of tickets, so with last year we had those koozies.
I was gonna
So-
bring
And then we
that
gotta
up.
get koozies, yeah.
So
Koozies,
I think we have some, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
Doing $2 tickets, like we did last year, three was pretty fair. I think you go to 4, I think you're pushing it. I think 4 for a koozie is, I think
Then we-
3 was fair.
But then you
So
got,
I don't
they
know how
turn
to-
in tickets for the koozies. We don't take cash sales. We shouldn't take cash sales
No.
behind the bar.
No.
When we say we don't, just for the,
How much are what do the koozies cost us?
they were last year $3,
But what do they cost us?
probably $1.
What did we get, 300 last year? Because there were 2 boxes.
Yeah.
And we went through one full one, but they weren't there the first day. I mean, they were there, but they weren't
Yeah,
out.
they were in the car, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think when I took inventory last year, I think we have about a half a box left, which is what, 75 maybe? I don't know.
I don't know where those koozies are at.
Wherever you put the wine. Or they could be in the
They
house.
could be in the ticket booth, yeah.
Or in the ticket booth. Yeah, but we gotta make it either $2 or $4.
Then just do $2.
Yeah, just,
I think
Yes.
two
Yeah.
for making something, but
Yes.
I think 4, I think that's gonna
Yeah.
turn.
How-
I know it's
Right.
only an extra $1, but it's
Yeah.
for bands give out koozies for free. They're constantly all over
You
the
gotta
place,
do
so
at
it's
least
not
2.
some.
And if somebody has a single ticket left for 2,
Yes, yeah,
why not?
right.
Yeah.
It's true.
how far in advance did we order those last year? The koozies?
We got them right, we ordered them probably in April or May, I'm guessing. Mira ordered them.
Do we
But
have
we
the
didn't-
information though, right, where we got them? We have the information where we got them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right, I gotta order koozies. Amira actually came up with a design with Ben Frank. She had a different design that she was, promoting for the next one, so we'll change the design to the ones that she did, had Ben Franklin on them. So,
Okay.
that'll tie into the.
I was gonna say, ties right into the
Yeah.
theme.
It'll make it look like
Yeah.
we planned all of that.
Oh, yes.
yeah, like we planned it, yeah.
As long as they don't listen to the
Koozies,
Something
koozies.
quickly, since we're talking about tickets, because this was brought up last year.
Okay,
So you had noticed that some of our bartenders, we had some old tickets from the year before mixed in with the new tickets, and that was something you were like, okay, we can't be taking older tickets, this, that. I think it's really important, because I myself also didn't know that it is, whether it's in the sheet that the bartenders have to sign, so they know, because they don't know. But if you're gonna do that, then it's also important to put a sign by the ticket booth that tickets can only be used, for this year, because otherwise, some people would be like, oh, okay, fine, we'll buy some new tickets. You're gonna find some who are gonna be like, well, where do you have a sign that says I can't, you know what I mean? You can end up with just some grouchy, unhappy people.
Hey, you
that
had my
can-
money for a year,
Yeah, I
why can't I
suppose you could
use it?
probably put it right here.
Yeah.
You know, it says tickets.
I mean, if somebody gives me a hard
And
time,
just add it to that
I'm not gonna
part.
argue with it.
Right.
But there are not many, but there are a few.
There's, yeah, and I noticed after he said something, I watched like the garbage bags that were pulled out of tickets, and you saw one odd color out of, but if it's a thing, then everyone needs to be aware of that, and then people need to be aware of the ticket booth, a sign, like I said, saying that, hey, you can't use it for
Good for
next
this
year,
year,
just
yeah.
so they're aware of it, and then you cover ends for having issues by having that posted.
yeah. Already got the tickets ordered, wish we could put on valid.
But don't they
for-
have the year on
I thought we
there?
had that on there already.
Huh?
Yeah,
Thought we had that on there already.
yeah.
Yes.
We used
It's-
to.
You can't return them. You can't return, no refunds.
Yeah, but
It says.
I think we
But they
it
have the
valid
year on
one
there,
year.
don't they?
Well, it says 2025, yeah, it'll say 2025 tickets, yes. But still doesn't say that
That
they're,
little
They're-
the
Don't
fine
ex-
print, yeah.
doesn't say they don't
Yeah.
expire.
Well, they don't come to us.
Anyone who keeps them.
I gotta look. I got a bunch of old ones.
I figured you
I
did.
never took old tickets.
I thought we had it on there, no, that it's only good this year.
I think
or
the
something.
old ones, there might have been something on them, but
Did we lose it when we switched from the prison to the other printer?
Or,
maybe.
or somebody will have their, give it to the kids and use it.
Mhm.
Then what do you do?
Oh, that's another good point, because for the golf, it's probably better to save that, now that I think about it. There'll be separate tickets for the golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ATM?
And then the ATMs are ordered, and we're making twice the commission this year, so. Instead of 50 cents a transaction, we're getting $1.
They were more responsive last year, at least. We had to threaten them on the phone to get them to call back.
Yeah. Okay, anything else you wanna,
Did you cover the carnival?
I skipped the carnival, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, carnival's all set, but yeah, we have to get with the carnival about some of their sales tactics that we ran into last year. You know, so, but they are signed up, you know, the carnival will be running all hours that we're running, they'll be running on 5th from noon to 4 for the wristband, and then on the 6th on their own for wristband.
Porta potties for the carnival.
Porta potties stay till the end of the whole event,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Yeah, they don't come till Monday.
Well, they had no place to go last year.
They were there.
Were they?
No,
They picked them up right after? Shut
we
up.
picked them up on that Sunday morning.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, they never did that. It was
We had to
always
cart 'em.
Monday.
I had to cart them from the carnival down to the
Out to the
out-
public house there, yeah.
out to the pavilion,
Yeah.
bring them back and forth, yes.
But it wasn't part of that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
The library wasn't open, city hall wasn't open.
Yeah.
There was lots of trees.
For the carnival, John, in the past, we've done the thing where we told Chip you couldn't use progressive games, where you win one small prize and you can keep playing and win it bigger and bigger. We just had them not do that in the past.
But nobody thought
Because
about
that's
putting
where all
up
the
a
problems
tent
always
either.
come, because they're trying to get the
Tent
people.
for what?
A lot of it was selling their
Oh.
drink with fees or what, that big drink they had, or something that came to like $16 or whatever after they had
See,
added
their
on.
prices change.
Yeah.
So they have set price, so we'll have one price if it's in the morning, one price if it's in the afternoon, peak hours it goes up several bucks, so I think that causes a lot of people to use it.
Okay. Kent does that with the rides too. I mean, we have the wristband days during the slower times, and the peak he charges the regular ticket price.
But then I think they need to
But it's
have
do
advertised.
that.
there,
It's
they need to
advertised.
have, right, if you're gonna do that, then you need to have a sign, that, hey, if you're buying this lemonade
Yeah.
from noon to 3, it costs this, if it's from 4 to this, so it's aware to people, 'cause people are
Yeah.
seeing one price and then getting charged another price, and that's where the problems are coming in. It's getting,
Oh, it's said to be a certain price and then they
Hey,
give
John.
them-
yes, they alternate, depending on, so,
Yeah, that's-
and keep, yeah.
John,
That's
did
bullshit,
all the
isn't it?
vendors, combination of cash and machine, or were some of them just all cash or all machine?
Well, they can do cash, they can do the machines, and they can do credit card if they're capable of doing it,
Okay.
yeah. But I think I copied you on what the last one I sent to them. They have to give us receipts for everything now if they're using the cash registers or the iPads, so, so we have a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
So to that, do we have a projection on what we think as of right now it's going to cost us to run, and then what we think roughly it would come in?
What was that?
So we have all this stuff signed up, we have and so each thing's got costs associated with it, right, for the most part, but lots of stuff can be somewhat variable. Do we have roughly where we're thinking we're coming in from a cost standpoint? And then, obviously, revenue is all based on, like, volume,
Sales.
right, but just on the cost side at least to start
The
with?
cost is on the budget that we go in front of Common
And so
Council.
we still are good on that from what we had there?
We're close.
Okay. It would be good just to see where we're at right now.
Because we've added the wrestlers, which wasn't
Yep.
in the, and the wrestlers is
Yep.
about 2,200 plus the tent rental is 1,200, so that's $3,400.
Okay.
Do you still have the 5,000 miscellaneous we always put on the budget?
Yes.
Okay. So we would have a little wiggle room.
So we have 1,600 left?
Yeah,
to-
the common council
with
didn't want us to have to keep coming back to them
No.
every time we added one more thing,
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
They told me to
correct.
give you a little, big trucks up to that little
Yeah.
discretion.
But I mean, those things also trying to drive more revenue. I mean, that's the whole point of them, right? It's to bring more people in and have things
And,
going on.
and the golf simulator, that's another cost that, we had the stuff that we found that we added since the budget was done, that we've added, so. But they've always been good about it,
Yeah, I just mean from a standpoint, I'm kind of just giving a picture of like where we think we're at right now. That's all.
I can do that, I can get that.
Are we, from what we ended up spending last year, which is just shy of 200,000, are we under or over that? Did they increase it? Are we gonna come close?
It'll be, last year was 4 days.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
year is
yeah,
3 days.
Yeah.
So, the food vendors are gonna be making less, the carnival's gonna be making less. That's hard, very hard to judge, but
But they might not make a lot less because when it's 3 days, you have a tendency for people. I don't know. I don't from the outside looking in because I haven't been. It looks like when it's 4 days, it trails off a lot more. Where I feel like when it's 3 days, no matter when I went, it was always busy. So I don't know how that translates to sales, but
to me, last year, for experience from last year, our last sales day was our first night, was our night of lunch money bullies. That was and a lot of times you have good sales on the night before the 4th, because people are out,
The next day.
yeah, and they're out, knowing that they can go out and celebrate, and then they can have their own stuff on the 4th. The sales on the 3rd last year were lower. And that's and maybe because we had 4 days again too, so it's
yeah.
And Bella is on Saturday the 5th.
Bella's
right?
on Saturday.
the 5th.
Bella was not Saturday last year, and
When
they
there was
were
that-
in Greendale,
Yep,
and that
day.
affected us on that Saturday.
Okay.
This year we have them on the biggest night.
And weather affects it, we can't.
And weather.
forget about that.
Weather is your biggest.
Correct.
Yeah, but we have beautiful
Same thing with the
weather,
dodgeball tournament. It's outdoor now, so you never know. Okay. Any other questions?
And my expenses would be less on the parade because there ain't nobody that's available. Every single thing.
I gotta go to City Hall for my bartender's license.
Yeah, that you get renewed, and if you have to just pay that $6 or $9, whatever it is, you can get
$7.
reimbursed for that.
$7.
Yeah, they do that. They do yours, they do mine. You don't have to do any. You just got to renew it.
How many on the committee have one?
Good question.
I do. Angela's 1, 2, 3,
You got 4,
4.
5.
I do not. I don't know who else doesn't. Brian has one, right?
Brian has one too. Yeah, you can always get one online. And then so yours will come to be renewed you just got it last year, right? So yours will come
I think
this
like
year.
May, I think May mine is up for,
Okay.
I got like a month ahead, so like I think May is when mine comes up for renewal.
Yeah.
But I do mine for the whole year, cause I'm always down if someone wants to volunteer, we bartend somewhere and I'm cool with that, so I keep mine, cause you never
Okay.
know, when someone's ready to volunteer or something, who knows,
Dennis, same beer for you?
We don't know. It depends on what they have. I know we're gonna have the Ecto Cooler for sure, because that was our biggest sale. But, Bill's in charge of the beer, I just work for him.
Is he gonna be the green blob?
Yeah.
Okay, so when are we coming back in 2 weeks? Today's the 17th, it would be the 31st. No? Wait a minute. One,
Yeah.
two, yeah, 31st.
Yeah, it'd be the 31st of March. That brings up another question I had for you, Ann, in that donation letter for the deadline for the T-shirts. Remember last year we had a couple that, can we be added? How late? The later we can go, the more we can probably have a possibility of getting donors.
I would say that first week in June.
I think on the donation thing I put somewhere, it was in May, so that helps.
We did the last week in May on the 31st.
Okay.
I mean, we've got the whole month of June, and he's right here. As long as he's got an idea of how many, he knows how many shirts, he'll order the shirts right away. And then we'll deal with the printing after.
Yeah, but I have to give the donors a deadline to have it
I would say June 7th.
June 7th. That's still good. That's
Yeah.
another week.
It's an
So
extra
that would
week.
give us June 7th. So if we mail that out, this being
First
getting
week.
together on the 31st, if we could get it out by April 10th, that gives us 2 months. Yeah, for the sponsors.
Sponsors, okay.
June 7th would be great.
So this donor list is sponsors, that's what that is. So the donor list you're talking about are
Yeah,
sponsors?
that's this thing, yeah.
Okay.
So we're March 31st then?
Yeah. Can we do March
6:30?
31st?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions or suggestions?
Quickly, Ian, you said you have stuff for me so you can put me to work. Do
no.
I have, so can I am I okay to volunteer then for?
Yeah, I was just
bartending?
kidding.
Oh, okay, I just
You
wanted to
do
make
what you
sure,
want.
because okay, sorry, I can't help you, I'm bartending, you know. I just
No,
wanted to make
that's
sure
fine.
that
The only thing I would really need your help is with that morning of the parade, if you wouldn't mind. I need somebody to run over to Forest Park where the trolleys are, because I have to pay the drivers. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so we can grab you a golf cart. You can ride over there to pay the trolley drivers.
I was just gonna say, you might be in for a surprise.
I think I ran over a toe.
Yeah, she ran over my foot, yeah.
I'll need some practice lessons.
We might, I don't know. It depends, we'll see how the flow goes. If otherwise, I'll just have them drive up and I can grab them on their, as they make the corner, I'll just jump on and pay them then.
It brings up a question. Once the parade is over, how soon do they want to reopen Loomis?
They usually wait until everybody's off of Loomis and then they start opening. They do one side and then the other side. Oh, you mean to get the cones?
Yeah, and everything else, how far?
We did okay last year.
Yeah, I know if it was later, but do it
Yeah.
early, I guess.
Yeah. We'll do it right away after. You know what we could do is, as the last group goes,
Start picking up,
yeah,
possible.
start going.
Just follow.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
that
works.
makes more sense.
Yeah, that
Get
way they're
everything
done
else out of
and,
the way
yeah,
early,
because we
so-
lost 2 cones last year.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, somebody stole them. And then our number 13, so we have no number 13. But
And our friend Carl here is going to have hip replacement,
Yeah, it's up in the air. April 25th for sure,
April 25th.
but that could get moved up.
that's good. You want it earlier, no? Yeah.
Good luck. Well, we'll see you
Like
before
last
then.
week, yeah. So,
April 25th. You'll be good
Oh, yeah.
well,
by
you're
June.
confident.
Good by June.
And you have a golf cart. You'll be riding around.
Now, this is the second one. The first one, I did pretty well.
Good luck.
Good.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Any other thoughts?
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, sorry.
Second.
Motion to
I
adjourn.
got
Second?
Motion to adjourn. Those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Meeting adjourned.